Yes.
Picking on Casey. It's my fault that Casey gets picked on.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Al thinks it's funny that
stop,
I don't
stop.
like
Can't stop, won't stop.
Damn.
It's a double vaginal story.
I didn't expect that. That's hilarious. That is so funny.
It's an ugly man.
Yeah, well, he
Casey
is.
Neistat.
Yeah.
I don't get the Casey Neistat appeal. I don't see why he gets millions of views per video. I don't get it at all when I watch his content.
Well, you've seen that movie Freaks, right?
I haven't seen Freaks.
I must be a real asshole. I'm sorry.
He updated the whole vlog format. Like he raised the bar for it. He was a movie maker.
He raised the bar as far as production, but he's got the personality of a paperclip. I can't watch the dude do anything.
I don't know. It's not about his personality. It's like his work ethic and his he's a maker, right? This whole maker thing where he's always creating stuff, usually storage or whatever. I don't know. He's like, you know what? I need a place to hang my headset. And all of a sudden he runs to Home Depot and gets some chains and some brackets and shit. And he's got a real weird industrial looking headset holder type thing. I made that example up, but it's the sort of thing that he would do.
Yeah.
And it's all like, you can tell, like he just took his last,
you know what?
5 hours and wrapped it into 19 seconds of content. And it's like, you do this every day?
Today we're going to craft a box to store my extra chromosome.
I love it, dude. I'm with you, Kyle. Like, if I maxed out my credit card on the most expensive Sony camera on the market, set it up on a tripod, and rode a skateboard down a New York City street, I could be Casey Neistat. You'd have to hit me in the face with an appliance first, but yeah, I should.
You'd have to somehow work 20 hours a day to put it all together. Like that's part of the appeal. And he starts off as this sort of like brokish guy in New York trying to get his big break, and he moves on, and all of a sudden he's on like not just first class international trips, but $47,000 plane tickets with bathrooms and stuff. Like the next level.
He stinks, Woody. He had a child out of wedlock. I'm sure the child's ugly too. He rides a motorized skateboard. I would throw him in a trash can if I'd been in high school and he buzzed by me on one of those boosted boards.
There's a prop you'll need.
Man, I like you more and more by the moment.
Dude, fuck Casey Neistat.
Jesus Christ.
That's one of the things in the blackface video. That's half that video is me just ripping into various YouTubers, specific YouTubers that I hate. I used to want to keep a lid on it because collaborations and expanding your audience, but I can't pretend that anybody on YouTube that I see on a daily basis is A, funny, or B, talented. They all stink, and this platform is filth.
All right, so they all suck. Platform's filth. Who's someone that you think is genuinely?
Why are you linking me a Casey Neistat costume?
Because he's going to need it for his
skateboard
video.
mocking
his
video.
Skateboarding video.
Oh, okay.
He's driving around like a goblin from Harry Potter. You know.
Yeah.
There must be someone on YouTube who's good.
I've told you guys this, that as far as podcasts go, you're the only YouTube podcast I respect. I think I signed off with that the last time I was on, because I'm sure you guys too, you listen to Stern, Opie, and Anthony. We have sophisticated taste when it comes to radio. And so, well, here's another bridge I'm going to burn. I don't think the H3h3 podcast with a fat guy and his wife mumbling into a mic is going to cut it. Am I wrong
she's so
here?
attractive.
Oh,
she looks like she just got a dose of radiation. How's the chemo coming?
Oh, you ruined the collab they're about to give us. Yeah.
Good Lord.
That bridge is burned. No, it doesn't exist anymore. I don't think she's that. I don't mind Hila or whatever her name is. I just don't think they're good podcasters. I don't have any opinions on it.
The movie Witches?
I'm not going to fall for your "have you seen this movie" line now. I know it's got witches. They're ugly in it. And you're saying that's Hila.
The only thing I know about that H3 podcast is
when
a
little makeup. She's just got
Bill
dark
Burr
circles under her eyes all the time. She looks like he's been keeping her up all night, slapping her around, telling her bad jokes.
I
mean, that's a distinct possibility. But I've never listened to the show, but I did. Like, there was a clip somewhere on Twitter like a year or two ago, and apparently Bill Burr went on his show.
Let's talk about that.
I'll check out a Bill Burr bit. Yeah. Like, that guy's hilarious. And it was like it was whatever the H3 guy's name is, like, I guess trying to
Is it
recycle
Ethan?
old, maybe, right? But old bits that are like kind of lines of questioning that he's done before. And Burr, he's like not playing the shit. He's like, what the
dude,
hell are you doing?
Brutal.
What is this?
Yeah.
Why are you asking me about my daughter on the show? You're gonna put it in front of everyone? But no, ask me about. Like he was like getting.
I don't want this
flustered
on the
at it.
show. Can we take this out?
Dude,
Yeah.
Bill Burr's a scary interview. Like
Terrifying.
It's terrifying. Thank you. I'm glad I'm not alone.
Yeah.
Sometimes I watch people get interviewed and I put myself in there. Like, how would I do? How would this environment? Oh my gosh! Like the things about Bill Burr that interest me. Like, hey,
Yeah.
you've had every income level at some point during your career. How has that changed you? How does it fame? What is it like for everyone to have an opinion on you? Like, those are things I'd like to hear Bill Burr get real about. There's a super chance he just turns that on me and makes me look like an asshole. And I couldn't. You can't go like battle of wits with Bill Burr. Well, I'll lose anyway.
Imagine trying to make a joke. Imagine how nerve-wracking it'd be to make a joke in front of him.
Yeah.
And to stumble over your word and for it to fall on just silence. It'd be terrifying.
Yeah, if he didn't like African guy, my heart would break.
Is African guy one of your characters?
Mr. Bill, why do you not like this character? Because of the lack of.
I like it.
Everybody likes Magumbe.
Flight Lieutenant Magumbe. Thank you very much. He created a helicopter.
That is a funny ass video. I rewatched that the last
Video
times in the last couple months.
Yeah, if Bill
Yeah,
Burr
regular
doesn't like you
classic.
interviewing him, he lets everyone know and he ruins you. He roasts the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
And then their
play
audience
along.
turned on H3 in the comments. They're like, wow, Ethan, you really came off looking bad in this. And they had Bill Burr on maybe 6 months later, a year later, because he had another special to promote. And they do have a large audience. So the comedians do stop by. And I think Bill Burr knew that he traumatized the two of them last time. And it's really funny if you watch that second one. It's just the H3 squad shutting their mouths, and it's a Bill Burr monologue for the entire show.
Really?
It's him trying to make amends for roasting him so bad last time. So Bill Burr's like, yeah, I got a family now. My daughter, that's what it is the entire time.
Just being nice.
He
I don't
talked
wanna
about
watch
his
nice
daughter.
Bill Burr.
That's Bill. Stick to your guns. Yeah. I watched the H3 podcast, highlights of it time. I just feel like they could be higher energy.
It's pretty bad. I mean, nowadays, if you have an audience, it's mandatory that you have a podcast too. Like Logan Paul just started a podcast, but becoming good at radio takes years, decades of listening to and practicing radio. None of these kids know who fucking Howard Stern is. They don't know the basic rules of being entertaining in this.
They don't know when to
medium.
shut the fuck up and when to say something funny. They're like, Ethan seems very low energy to me. Like he's always very
Incredibly low.
He's got so low, and he's got a few like prepared questions or whatever, and it just comes off like some sort of traditional like broadcast television interview, and I'm not too into it. It seems like a very nice guy. I probably should have said those mean things about his wife. I didn't even know he's married to that ghoul.
I knew he doubled down.
His wife's kind of cute.
I don't stop. You never stop. You always double down. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you and your
Always double
ghoul
down.
wife. I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude,
lovely
when
lady.
we were-
I bet
he
she's
was
a
slamming the
wonderful
ghost.
person.
Oh.
She'll be a great mother, a life partner. She's probably a great supportive structure in your life. But she looks
A great way to keep
ghoul.
crows out of your cornfield.
Hey, you want to keep the
Christ.
birds away from your crops? Just send her out back. Maybe there's a couple of kids in the neighborhood who are throwing rocks. Send her out on the front porch. They'll be fucking terrified.
There you go.
Who
The
needs
Slumber
Halloween
Man friends.
costumes when you look like that? The savings.
I hope they come back at us like rap battles and we just do this every fucking week.
They won't
Damn,
bother themselves.
That
with
would
us.
be
so
we have nothing to lose.
Very
Nothing
good
at
for all of
None
our
of
careers. Very good for us.
Call me
Bring
a
it, you
fathead
low
retard.
energy
Bring it
cuck
on.
with your ghoul wife. What are you gonna say? Oh, he's a felon. Oh, that guy's got a big head. Oh, that other fella's old. Get out of here.
I could pass for 46.
Yeah, you could.
Mm-hmm.
Are you doing Hila's witch voice? What is this now?
Hey, I'm putting a hex on the Painkiller Already podcast. Cursing us.
I'm gonna say this right now. I would double vag Hila, and I think it'd be good timing because I'm pretty sure she just had a baby.
Ooh, that's when they're prime for that sort of DP.
Oh yeah.
Magnifique.
Blown out.
Would you do it with your same buddy, or would you grab another friend, pull him into the mix?
You auditioning?
You know, I'm loyal. I'm very loyal. Kyle, you want in on this?
I'm a little thick, but it sounds like we can accommodate the situation.
So is the other guy. He's 6 inches in girth.
I don't even know what that looks like.
Is that diameter or is that circumference?
That's circumference.
Diameter would be outrageous.
Hilarious.
Like on a child's head.
Like,
yeah.
My dick's actually it's 6 inches in diameter. It's actually the same both distance.
Yeah, I can hang with
square.
that. I can hang with that quite
Complicated.
well. So I think we're gonna be prime. If you, I think that'll work out just well. That's fine.
See, you guys are gonna be like 2 peas in a pod.